Hey, welcome back to the Crabby Dice. Today's the playthrough for Civilization A New Dawn. So this is a Civ game, but it's a very light one. So it's one of the lightest and best Civ games on the market. So this is going to be the playthrough. My thoughts are going to be at the end of the video. Click the link below, it'll take you there. If not, click on the link below to go to my rules and setup breakdown. Again, before we start, like usual, please like, subscribe, and comment on my videos. That'll be amazing. Let's get started. Alright, welcome to the playthrough for Civilization New Dawn. So I'll be playing this only 2 players. It's a bit complicated with 3 and it ends up being very long. So I already set up the board for 2 using the default map. We're going to be using Carthage, Daro, and Brussels as our city states. I took those randomly. Also, I took out the monuments. Again, shuffled, took out some random ones because we're only playing 2 players. And finally, took out 3 agendas that we're trying to shoot for randomly. So we have the Explorer, Civilized, and Technophile. I'll explain these as we go during the game, but you're technically trying to satisfy all 3 of these cards because once you have a token on each of them, you win the game. So that's our end game condition and what we should be focusing on. Alright, so in our play area, I'm going to be playing Rome. I picked them randomly. I dealt myself 3 and I chose one. If you haven't played this game before, it has an awesome river action mechanism here. So every action you take is a card, and once you do the action, the card slides back to slot 1 and everything else slides to the right. So I'll be showing you that in a couple of seconds. I'll be playing against blue, who is going to play Sumeria that gets bonuses when defeating barbarians, and you'll probably see that within the first 2-3 rounds because barbarians tend to go up to this area. Alright, so let me do my first action. I think the first action I'm going to do is the pottery action, which is the industry action. Alright, so what does this card let you do? It lets you do one of 2 things. You can build a wonder. Well, I'm not going to do that right away at the start of the game because I don't have the production points for that. So that's probably a round 3, 4, 5 type thing. But the other thing it lets you do is build a city in a legal space of the slot's terrain or lower within 2 spaces of friendly space. Okay, so how does the terrain function? Whenever it mentions terrain, you got to look at the slot that the terrain or the terrain that you're in. So right now I'm in the mountain slot, so I can pretty much build a city in any terrain I want because it's of that terrain and lower. All right, so by activating it on 5, I can build my city wherever I like. So what I'm going to do is take my city, and I can pretty much put it within 2 spaces of any of my tokens on the board, and I think I'm going to place it right here. Now there's some rules for placing a city. You can never place it in water, obviously, and you can never place it next to another city. So I couldn't build my first city right next to one of my other cities because that would be illegal. Alright, and I chose a mountain because mountains are great because they offer a higher defense when somebody else is trying to attack me. That's why it's harder to build a mountain because you gotta wait for that card to reach the end. Alright, so I did the action. So like I mentioned before, everything's gonna slide. There you go. So now my pottery has become my number 1 card, which is bad because now I want it to raise up, so at least when I activate it, it'll give me a higher bonus. So right now I can only build my next city on grasslands or build a monument with a production value of 1, which is close to impossible. Alright, so there was my action. So let's go to Sumeria, who's going to do the exact same thing because pottery is his number 5 card as well. So I'm going to make this as quick as possible because he's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to build his on the mountain there. He's going to take this card, slide it all the way to number 1. And there you go. That was the first round of the game. Pretty quick. Now, I'm in charge of this dial. So I'm first player. It starts off always at the start. And what happens is before I do my turn, or when the last player does his turn, whichever way you want to do it, doesn't really matter. You're going to rotate this dial once to the right, and this is the event dial. So when we hit some of these icons, things are going to happen, and I'll show you in round 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so what's my second action going to be? So I built there, so what do I have here? I can put out tokens, I could do an attack, I can do foreign trade, so on and so on and so on. But I think what I'm going to do is because I'm next to a natural wonder, and this lets me put out tokens on the board. So I'll show you what Early Empire does. It says place 2 control tokens on spaces matching the slot's terrain or lower. So these are the control tokens, and they're always going to go on the board unenforced side up. So that's the side without the circle. And that card lets me put out 2 tokens. So because it was on spot 5, so it has a strength of 5, so I can take over this natural wonder because you treat natural wonders like they're mountains because they're strength 5. So I'm going to be able to keep this, and I'll tell you what this does in a couple seconds. And what should I do with my second token? It has to go next to another city, so I can place it here, 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 or here. I think I'm going to put on another mountain because mine as well, because mountains are hard to place tokens on. So now I'm going to keep this. This is going to go in my player area. This acts like a free diamond whenever I need to use a diamond. So usually it's for production of my wonders here. On the bottom right, you can use certain resource tokens to boost your production. Diamond acts like a free permanent one that I don't actually have to spend. All right, so that's great to have. So again, I use this card. Everything's gonna slide to the right. Just like that. Okay, let's go to player 2. So he's got an attack card, but he doesn't really want to use an attack card right now. Even though there's 2 barbarians close, it takes them, they only move out most 1, so they'll move closer. And the problem is right now, if he attacks them, they're super strong because they're on mountains, which he needs to roll really high to beat. So I think instead what he's going to do is he's going to use his astrology card, which is the science card. So this allows him to do is rotate his science dial equal to the number above the slot when this was triggered. So that would be 4. So he gets to move this 4 times. And every time you pass one of these flags, you're going to upgrade one of your focus cards. All right, so he's going to upgrade one of his level 1 cards into a level 2 card. So he's going to go into his deck of level 2s. He's going to pick one of these and replace it. And I think what he's going to do, because there's 2 barbarians near him and his power is when he kills barbarians, he gets resource tokens. He's going to replace his military card with this one. I'll toss this from the game and we'll give him back his cards, and there you go, it's now back to me. So we're gonna rotate this dial again, and look at this, we're gonna hit our first event. And what is this event? It's Barbarians Move. So how does this work? What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a die, we're gonna roll it, and then you're gonna look at this sort of directional dial here, and that'll tell you how all the barbarians are gonna move on the map. Let's roll it. So 4. So 4 means they're all gonna move this way. Okay, so let's start here and work your way to the right. So this one's gonna move down, this one's gonna move down, this one's gonna move down, this one's gonna move down. This is not great for me. This one's gonna move down, but whenever you hit the edge of a map, it actually mirrors back in the opposite direction. So it's gonna go here. And there you go. Which is not good because now I sort of need to attack these things, but we'll see that in a couple seconds. But again, I do have 2 rounds before they move again, so I can sort of wait my turn. Alright, so what do I want to do now? And I think I'm going to do the exact same thing so I can kill those barbarians because they're getting on my nerves. So I'm going to use my astrology card, which allows me to get 3 tech. So it's going to put me right on the tech number 3, which is allows me to get a focus 2 card. And I think I am going to get the Ironworks, which is the upgraded military action. So I get to replace that card. Show you how it's done. This one goes out of the game and everything slides over just like that. Done. Now we're gonna go to blue. What does blue want to do? Alright, so blue doesn't really want to attack the barbarians now that they're fleeing away from him, so that's not so bad. Although he does want the free resource chits so he can try to get a wonder. So you know what, he'll still do it just to get those resource chits. So he's going to use his card here, and it's on the number 5 slot. So the strength is going to be, if you read the card, it says perform 2 attacks within 3 spaces of a friendly space. Your combat strength is equal to the slot +1 or +3 if it's a barbarian. Well, it's a barbarian, so it's going to be 5 + 3. You're already at 8. You're attacking here, which is a space of defense 1, so he's automatically going to kill him. So I won't even bother rolling. I'll roll for him. Just give me 1 second. So for that one, he gets a resource chit of his choice. He's going to go here, and I think what he's going to do is take... he's going to take 2 random ones here. He's going to take the statue one. And for this one, now he has to roll. So he's going to have a strength of 8 against a strength of 5, because the barbarians have a strength of what terrain they're on, right? So 8 against 5, so you can still technically lose. So I'm going to roll this one for the blue. Oh, and this one is for the barbarian. So he's still going to win. So it was 8 plus 3, 11 against 5, and plus 3 is 8. So there you go. He still defeats it. And he's going to get another resource chit. Let's get the pebbles. Why not? So this card's going to move to the front of his line. Alright, now back up to me. We gotta rotate this again. So now we have the next event, which is the trade goods one. So now this one, the way this event works is if you have any mature cities, you get a trade good. Mature cities are when you have these control markers completely surrounding one of your cities, which in this case I don't have any, so I'm not going to gain any, and neither does blue, so we're okay. Alright, so my next action, what do I want to do? I'm thinking about just doing my military action to kill these barbarians. They're kind of getting on my nerves. Sure, let's do that. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna use my military here. So again, just like blue, I'm gonna have 5 plus 3, so I'm at 8, and then I'm attacking. So I think this one I auto win because he has a 2, so 8 against 2, yeah. So even if actually if I roll a 1, yeah, so I still win. So I won't even bother rolling for him. He's gonna die. And for this one, though, I need to roll. So let me roll this one for me. 5, yeah, and then I'll win automatically. There you go. So now this one gets defeated. Now, unfortunately, I don't get a bonus for defeating barbarians, but at least I cleared them from my area until they respawn. Yes, they do respawn. So again, now this is going to go to the beginning of my track. Sort of like this. Like that. Alright, and now that was my turn, so now it's going to be blue's turn. So what do they want to do? Let's see. Do they want to... Alright, they're going to use their early empire card, which is the culture card, and it allows them to put 2 tokens out on the board. And I think he's doing that just to get some resources and stuff around there. So he's gonna go grab the mountain space here because mountains are hard to come by, so he doesn't have to wait for this to reach number 5 again. And he's also gonna gain the pebble that's right over here. There you go. So now he's full of resources. Maybe he'll build a monument soon because he'll be able to with no issues whatsoever. Let me get a water break. I'll be right back. Alright, so my turn again. So we're going to rotate the dial and it's going to be Barbarian's move. So let's roll that die and see where he goes. 3, which means he goes that way, which means he repels back this way. There you go. Okay, so what action do I want to do? So I can do foreign trade, which would actually be pretty good because I'd be able to reach this spot. 1, 2, 3 using Rome's power. Usually you can only send out your caravans through your capital. Because I'm Rome, I got a special power. I could also build a city here, and that would be important because it would prevent the barbarian from spawning next turn. Because guess what? Barbarians are spawning next turn. So you know what? That's what I'm going to do. Because I don't want to see those barbarians again. So I'm going to use the pottery card to build a city. So I can build it on any type of city from desert downwards. I can build technically on a desert. So I could technically build it here, but then this stupid barbarian is going to respawn. So what I'd rather do is build it right over here. So 2 away from a friendly unit or a friendly token. And there you go. By building it there, I'm close to this token, close to the city, and that barbarian is not going to respawn. So which is great. Okay, so next, let's go to Mr. Blue. What does he want to do? Let's see, he has pottery as well at number 4, so he can build something within 2. What he could do is he can go he can build here. He can't go through a mountain to build because it's only on spot 4, so he can go through a desert, but he can do the same thing like me and build on top of, no, he can't build on top of mountains, damn it. He can go 1, 2, he can build like in the plains here in the middle of the area, but then if this respawns he can take it out right away. Or he can build a wonder. You know what, I think he'll build a wonder and I'll show you how this works. So he's going to use the top part to build a wonder. So it says one production. So he has a production of 4. So which wonder does he want to build? So he's got plenty of tokens to use to build his wonder, right? So he's got pebbles and a statue. So he's looking at stuff that uses either of those. And I think the one that he likes, because it's super powerful, is going to be the pyramids. All right, so for pyramids, it takes pebbles. Oh no, but it's a 9. He's only going to have 8. No. Let's just pretend he took oil in that previous turn when he had to choose, just so I can show you how this works. Alright, so he's going to use one of each. Actually, instead of the statue, would have been, sorry about that. Okay, so the way it works is he has production of 4, and this monument can take pebbles and oil. So he's got both. So he's going to, for every one that you spend, it gains you an extra 2 production. Alright, and every trade good as well is 1 production, but he doesn't have any trade goods. So he's going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's going to use all of his chits. He doesn't get change, but then he's going to end up building the pyramids. He's going to go beside his board. He's going to go get the pyramid token, and he's going to place it under one of his cities. Might as well at this point put it under his capital. And there you go. So he's built the pyramid. So now that pyramid allows him to upgrade 3 of his cards to level 2s. I'll just do that right now. 1, 2, 3. 3. And there you go. He's done. Back up to me. And now we're going to hit the event with the star, which is Barbarians Respawn. So any Barbarian chit that was defeated and doesn't have their space covered by a token is going to get respawned. So I'm going to remove I from the game because I'm built on top of him. So he's never going to come back. And basically everyone else is. So B, C, and D. There you go. Alright, now let me do my turn. So what do I want to do? I think I'm going to do foreign trade because I can go get my trade tokens, and I'll show you how that works. Wait, what other choice do I have? I can go create a mature city, but I don't need that right now. Okay, so let me do a foreign trade. So because the caravan hasn't moved back, technically the caravan is on the card. And the way foreign trade works is you get to move your caravan on the board on the spots or on the terrains that the slot was in. So right now I can move in mountains. So the card says I can move 3 spaces, so I'm gonna start either from here or here, it doesn't really matter. So I just have to move 2, 1, 2. So now I visited a city, and I'll show you what happens when you visit a city. So this gets returned back to the card. You're gonna get 2 trade goods. If it's a city state, you put this on the focus card indicated there, so I'm gonna gain it on the industry card, which is my number 1 card right now. And if it's a city state, I also get the special diplomacy card tied to that city, which is a special power. So this one says, when building a wonder for each of my mature cities, I get a discount of 1. So I might want to try to build mature cities as fast as possible. So I'm going to keep that card. And there you go, I'm done. If you visit an opponent's city, you're going to go through his diplomacy cards instead of those cards, and you can put those chits on whichever cards you want. Alright, but that was my turn. Let's go to the second player. Let's see, what does he want to do? I think he wants to attack those damn things, but his attack is only 2 right now, so he's gonna wait 1 extra round because he might lose this chit if the barbarians move. But what else can he do? Alright, let him move his caravan. He's gonna move his caravan. So now he has 2 caravans, and they move at 4 spaces each. Fair enough. They have to start from a mature city or his capital, so they're gonna start both from his capital, and they both move at 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One's gonna move here, and one's gonna move here. Let's just pretend it was like that. You know what? This one's actually gonna stay back here. He's actually afraid of this barbarian, because if the barbarian goes through him, he's gonna die. Let me rearrange his cards. Alright, so what am I gonna do? So, event dial. Hey, look at that, we get a break. Nothing happens. Okay, now what do I? Oh yeah, I forgot to move this card back. Sorry about that. That was my last action to get the 2 chits here. So now I can do astrology to get another upgraded card. I can do early empire to put 2 chits out. But it seems like a waste only to get 2 chits out. I still won't even get a mature city. So in 2 turns I'd love to get a mature city, but it doesn't look like it might happen. Okay, I'm actually going to do this. Yeah, so let me do this. I'm gonna have to put 2 chits out next to my cities, and I can pretty much put on any terrain I want because I'm activated under the mountain. And I'm gonna put them under mountains because mountains are hard to cover. Alright, so I'm gonna put it here to get this chit. And I'm gonna put it the choices. I think I'm gonna put it right over here. Like that. There you go. That was my turn. Let me move the card over this time, not forget. Alright, my next action, I think I'm going to do the astrology action, which allows me to move up 5 spots on my dial. So 3 plus 5 is 8. I crossed another number 2, so what do I want to put? I have a choice between these level 2s, and I think the one I'm going to put is mathematics. So I'm going to go find my mathematics card, which is the astrology card, toss this from the game, and now this is the action I just took, so everything slides over. Done. Blue's going to do the exact same thing because he has mathematics as his number 5 slot, so he's going to gain 5 more. 5 plus 4 is that 9. He's going to gain a level 2 card, which is this one. This one's going to be tossed from the game. And mathematics is going to go to the front of this board just like mine. Alright, back to this. Barbarians are going to move. Let's do it. Let's take a die. Let's see where they go. We've got 5, which is bottom left. So this one's going to go here. This one's actually going to gobble up this token. So he's going to have to attack this thing, or else it's going to eat up his city. This is going to go here. This one's going to go here. And we're good. So what action do I want to do? Let's see. What's my production here? I have 4, 5, 6. So I have 7, 8 if I build something with diamond. 9, 10 if there's diamond and statues, but the problem is there's nothing with diamond and statues, but I can get to 8 with statues, so I can get this terracotta army, which adds +2 to all my attacks, or I can get hanging gardens, or I can get the great lighthouse, which allows me to build on the edge of the map. But because you're playing 2 players, this is not a great one actually. So you know what, I'm gonna build the hanging gardens. So to build this I need 8. Alright, and I basically have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't even need to spend this token. So I'm going to use up both these trade goods. Actually, wait. You know what? Let me keep the trade goods and actually use up the tokens, because trade goods are useful for all monuments, whereas these ones are only good for certain ones, right? So it's probably a better idea. So I get to keep this. And now with this one I get to put the hanging gardens on one of my cities. So this is the hanging gardens. Let's find one of my cities, and this is probably my safest city because it's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to attack there. Alright, next move this to the front of the line. So now let's deal with blue, and I think blue, because they have their attack card at the number 5 slot, 3 spaces away, 1, 2, 3, so he'll be able to attack both, and they both have a strength of 3, where he has a strength of 8, so he'll be able to annihilate both of them, I think. Let's see, the difference could be 5 if I roll a 6. So yeah, defense could win on a miracle, so let's roll for blue first. Yeah, so he wins against the first one no matter what. Let's roll for the second one. Yeah, he's gonna win no matter what. Alright, so he defeated both of these, and he's gonna get 2 resources of its choice. So which one does he think he's gonna get? Sure, there's a lot of oil around him, so I think he's gonna get... Let's get pebbles and statues. Why not? There you go. Let's get these 2. This card's gonna go to the front of his line. Put this back. Alright, back to me. And now we're gonna rotate this. Nobody has any mature cities yet. I'm getting close. I need 2, and he's getting really close. He just needs 1 there. Okay, so I have my attack action here, but I don't feel like doing the attack action. It's kind of a waste unless I flip over my dials, which I'll flip over my tokens. But even then, I get to flip over 5, but I only have 4, so it's a waste as well. Oh yeah, sorry. Before I start my turn, I gotta remember, from now on, because I have Hanging Gardens, it allows me to put a free token on the board next to a city in desert and below, so not mountains. So with this one, I think I'm gonna put it right over here. So now technically I could flip 5 discs over. But, actually, instead of here, I'm gonna play it here. And... I think, what do I want to do? Oh man, what do I do? Because my foreign trade can't even reach the, I need to upgrade my foreign trade card so I can reach the next city. So I go 1, 2, 3, and he still won't reach. Ah! Stupid barbarians are in the way. What can I do? Alright, I'll show you how this card works because I'm going to use it anyway at some point. So this card allows you to flip over, reinforce your tokens equal to the card number slot. So I'm not doing the attacking part, I'm doing the top part. So essentially, I get to flip over 5 tokens to their reinforced side, which means they're super strong when my opponent's going to try to attack over here. Which probably won't happen, but just to show you how the action works, you get to flip over 5 of these tokens. So I'm creating like a wall of defense over here. There you go. Now I reset back this to my first slot. The main reason I did that is just to get this into the number 5 so I can deliver him to the next area as soon as possible. Alright, so there's my action. Let's go to the other player. And I think what he's going to do is, because this is on his 5 slot now, this will allow him to put 2 tokens out and move one of his tokens. The problem is he doesn't want to really move a token. Actually, you can move tokens to try to take some of these over. And he can move a token on top of this barbarian so he doesn't have to deal with it anymore. Yeah, sure, let him do that. He's gonna use this card to put out 2 tokens. So he's gonna put out 1 here. Actually, it's on his 5 slot, so he sort of wants to take over something. Actually, it doesn't really matter because he gets to move things now. So he's gonna put it here and he's gonna put it here. Now he's gonna trigger the bottom part, which allows him to move a token. So he's gonna move this token that way. There you go, done. Slide his cards over. Alright, back to me. Okay, so I already know what I wanted to do. I wanted to use this to use my I could technically use my caravan to boost this to a level 2 and then do it. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do my mathematics first. I'm going to gain 3 science points. So I'm going to go from 8 to 11. This is going to go to the front of the line. And that allows me to actually raise a level, something to a level 3. Oh, look at that. So let me go look at my level 3 cards. I think I'm going to do Steam Power. Steam Power. And it's going to replace this one here. And more importantly, I forgot to do my Hanging Gardens again. I'm going to keep forgetting, I think. At this point, I'm going to put it right over there. Yeah, right there. And the next one I'm gonna put here so I can create a mature city. Oh, and I did forget to actually do this first. Okay, so I'll do this first and then I'll go do boosting. So the barbarians get to move. So 5 again, so they're moving bottom left. So this one bounces off because he can't cross the river here, so it goes back. This one's gonna go here. And that's it. Okay, so let's do blue's turn. Blue, blue, blue. I think blue is going to... I think blue is finally going to use his economy card. So this one allows him to move 4. He's got the upgraded version, and he can move through barbarians and kill barbarians. So he's not going to use the barbarian part, but he gets to move his guys 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to try to reach me. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So he's going to get the Carthage card. Alright, he's also going to get 2 trade goods on top of his military. And there you go, this one gets returned back to his card. Alright, back to me. So, start of my turn, I won't forget this time. Barbarian spawn! So, we don't have to care about C anymore. Well, for now. So we're going to toss C out of the game. But B spawns. So this one's going to spawn here. Alright, so now, which action am I going to do? I think I'm definitely going to do steam power. So this allows me to move my caravans 6 spaces. I'm going to move it to the front line. So I can start it from anywhere. I'm going to start them both from this city over here. And I think what I'm going to do is go 1, 2... Actually, wait. I get to take out barbarians too now because I have the... Oh no, I don't, because that was only the level 2 that does it. The level 3 doesn't. Oh no, that sucked. Okay, well. Okay, well that's how it works. So I'm going to move 6. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one's going to go 1, 2, 3. So both of them reach the destination. So I'm going to get 2 trade goods on my industry. 2 trade goods on my culture. Industry. Culture is this one over here. And then both of these come back. Boom. There you go. So let me do blue's turn. I think blue is definitely going to do a building now. Definitely going to try to build something. And I think what he's going to do is use his animal husbandry card, and he might use it 2 times in a row because he's going to build a city here and then he's going to build a city down here. So he's going to do it first on his 5 slot to build a city pretty much anywhere he wants. And I think where he's going to go is over here. 1, 2, 3. He doesn't want to go there. That's a bad option. He would love to, because he'd be next to this. But I think he's going to go here so he can gather this. And then he's going to use the next turn to go right over here. Alright, so that's his action. So we built a city. We built this city. So remember, we're trying to reach 8 cities. So he's at 3, I'm at 3. We're trying to reach the Technophile, so he's at 9 and I'm at 11. So I'm ahead. And we're trying to get the Explorer. So the way that works, I'll explain it now, is for every token you have on the side of the edge of the board or next to a river, that's a +1. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm at 6. And he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So again, I'm ahead by only 1. Okay, my turn. So look at the dial, flip it over. It's nothing, so nothing happens. So the barbarians are going to move next turn, so that's a little scary. But I think I'm okay. Next. Let's see, I have my early empire that I can use, and I can use 2 chits on it to give me 4 tokens instead of just 2. And I can put it on mountain, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get my free chit, which I keep forgetting to do at the start of my turn. So I'm going to put it right here. So I can pretty much make everything a mature city. which will give me 3 free trade goods in 2 turns. So I think that's a good move. So I'm going to use up both of these. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put out 4 of these chits. Next turn, I think I'm definitely going to build a wonder. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you go. Although, sure, let's keep it that way. That's fine. Let's move that card to the front of the line. Alright, so it's going to be blue, and blue is going to actually activate his animal husbandry on his number 1 slot, so he can only build in grasslands, but that's fine. He just wants to build a city right over here. Okay, which is something what I might do, because I might build a wonder and then build a city on one of these grasslands over here. Alright, back to me. We're going to move the dial. So, barbarians move. So let's see what happens. 3. They move to the right. It's lucky for me. And lucky for him too. There you go. So, what do I want to do on my turn? I think I'm definitely going to build a wonder. Because I got all these chits. I'm ready to go. I'm technically at 9 before even using up anything, right? But I think what I want to do is use up my... get the porcelain tower. Alright, so that needs a 9. So, and there's a diamond on it. So what I can do is spend 5, 6, 7, and just 2 trade goods to bring me up to a 9. So I'm going to build the porcelain tower. And this card allows me to, when you build this wonder, replace 2 cards on your focus row with the cards of the next level. So what I can do is change my 2s into 3s, or change even my 3 into a 4, which is super powerful. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide everything over, look at the cards, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided to update my military and my economy cards. So I'm at economy 4, which is fantastic, super strong, and I updated this one because I'm going to use it next turn. And I just realized something, that I had Brussels that gives me a discount of 1 for each mature city, so I had a discount of 3 whenever I build a wonder. So I'm actually going to take those 2 tokens back and actually spend, so 3, so that was a 5, 6, 7, so it would have been free, so I even get my token back. Alright, and actually, you know what, never mind. Alright, there you go, that was my turn. Pretty efficient. I'm going to teach you those cards coming up because they're really powerful. Then blue's going to go, and I think blue's going to do mathematics. So he's going to raise his dial by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to unlock 2 level 3 cards. And mathematics lets him get a trade good on any card of his choice. He's going to put on ironworks because he's going to get a wonder probably next turn. Alright, so that was his turn. He's going to get 2 level 3 cards. I'm going to just put them on the side so I don't forget. I'll do my turn and then I'll do his thing. Okay, so on my turn, oh, look at this. We're going to hit the trade goods. Perfect for me. So now each player is going to collect. So I'm going to collect 3 because I got 3 mature cities. And my opponent's only going to get 1 because he got 1 mature city. I'm going to put this, and I think he's going to put it on his culture cards. Alright, and I'm going to put it on 3. So I'm going to put it on my 2 on culture, 1 on mathematics, and there you go. Done. So let me do his, sorry, that was the event. I didn't even do my action yet. What I wanted to show you was mass production. So I get to do 2 attacks 3 places away. I add +2 to the number of the slots, so it's 5 + 2, so I'm already at 7, plus the 3 attacking a barbarian, which equals 10, so I auto kill them. And then here it says then I can reinforce 1 minus each attack that I did. So it's going to be 5 minus 3, I still get to reinforce 3 more. I hope you all got that, but basically I'm going to annihilate these 2 barbarians because they don't stand a chance. And then I still get to reinforce 3 tokens, so 1, 2, let's say 3. Let's slide all these cards over. Alright, and now I'm going to do my buddy's turn, but I'm going to look at his focus cards first before. Alright, so he chose his cards. He's going to activate the Civil Service, which is his Culture level 3 card that he just got. So this allows him to put 2 tokens and an extra token, so 3. He's going to use this to put out 4 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and what he's going to do is he's going to go here. 1, 2. And I think what he's going to do is 3, 4. There you go. So he's got a mature city here. He's got a mature city here. Now he's good to go. Alright, now I'll go to my turn. I'm going to rotate this. Barbarians move. Let's see where they go. 4, which means they go down this way. So there's only 1 barbarian left on the board. That's what he's going to do. Okay, so what action do I want to do? Didn't I want to do the pottery before to get another city out? Because now my my hanging garden is kind of useless because I can't actually do it anywhere. And when did I forget to refresh that barbarian last time? Anyway, doesn't really matter. So I think what I'm gonna do is do the pottery now. So it lets me build. Let me pick it up. Actually, this is a level 1. You know what? Wait, I got a better idea. I'm going to combo this together. I'm going to do my mathematics first, and I'm going to use this trade good to go up an extra one. So I'm going to go up 6 on my dial. So I'm at 11. I'm going to go to 17. I'm going to gain an extra level 3 tech. And I think the one I want is the production one. Where's my level 3? There it is. That's the one I want. So I'm gonna replace this one with this one. Ta-da! And now everything slides over. So the next turn when I build a city, I can use the power, which allows me to put it 4 spaces away, plus I can get to put on a forest. Alright, so Blue's turn. What does he want to do? Oh man. He doesn't have anything great to do right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put another city out there. Let's see. Sure, let him put out another city. He's gonna try to pop out those cities. He's gonna place it here. He's much ahead of me. I only have 3, he's already at 5, so he's getting an early advantage there. So I'll put this at the start of his card row. My turn now. I'd love to build a wonder actually. I just need 1 more purple to gain a purple token there. I can also get a blue one to put a blue one here. But I'm getting very close to my techno file, so I don't really need that blue building. Alright, I'm gonna build a city, might as well. So I get to build in a forest. Let's read what the card says. Build 1 city legal space, terrain or lower 4 spaces from a... Oh, I was reading it. 4 spaces from a friendly space. So 4 spaces. I think I'm going to go in this area here. So 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to go down here. Sure, why not? It's near the edge of the board and I'm near that city that I can easily reach with a 2 movement of a... of my economy card. So that was my action. Let's go to blue. What's blue gonna do? I think blue's gonna do his... I think blue's gonna do his currency card, so he allows him to move his guys. So he gets to move at 4. Okay, so he's gonna move 1, 2, 3, visit my city, and this one's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. And this was on the desert spot, so you could technically go on all those terrains. Oh, actually, you couldn't go on there. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you couldn't reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well, gonna have to wait. Maybe that was a waste of a turn, but I already decided that's what he was gonna do. He really just had to slide everything over. Alright, back to my turn. Barbarians respawn. Do we actually have any left to... Yeah, we have this one, and we have this one. There you go. Actually, that one's dangerous for me. I might have to attack it soon. Alright, my turn. What do I want to do? I can do capitalism. I can build another city, which wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, I'm going to build another city. I'm just going to activate it again on number 1. I'm going to take one of my cities. And I'm going to place it right over here. Done. Let's go to blue. Let's see how fast I can go. He's going to use his science card. He's going to gain 1 resource of his choice, and then he's going to move his slots 4. So he's going to gain 4. He's actually not going to gain another tech, but he really just needed the resource. So he can't take one that he already has, so he's going to take diamond. Slide everything over. Hopefully I'm going to go a bit faster. Okay, let's go to my board. This is going to slide. What action do I want to take? I think I'm going to do capitalism. Sure, let's do this while I have 3 tokens on it. Let me read you this card because it's my first level 4 card of the game. So, for each of your caravans, they move 6 spaces and can go through its spaces and lower, or terrain spaces and lower, and it can go through water. Once per turn, you may reset this card, choose another card in your focus row to resolve as though it were in my first slot. Alright, which is pretty powerful. So what I'm going to do is I get to move each of these 6 spaces. So because of Rome's ability, this guy's going to reach here, this guy's going to reach here, and this guy's going to reach here. I visited every single one. I'm going to take the cards that I didn't have before. I'm going to take both of these, which is fine. I'm going to put 2 trade goods on industry, 2 trade goods on military, and 2 trade goods on culture. So culture, military, industry. Alright, then remember what the card said? I get to reset it, and then I do another action as if it was on my number 1 slot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically, I would be able to build a wonder because I would have a strength of 9 if I used up all these, but it's kind of useless right now. Let's see, this one I would put tokens only on grasslands because it would be as if I would be putting it on 1, but it's not so bad. I got 2 I to put out. Yeah, not the best idea. Not the best idea. Or I put out another city, which I could do, which would be right over here, but then there's a chance that the barbarian kills it right away. So what I'm going to do instead is just do the tech one to gain 1 tech on my dial. Whoop. So I'm at 18. And that allows me to take a trade good from the supply onto one of my cards. So again, I'm going to take one of these. And you know what? I'll put it on my mathematics. Actually, no. I'll put it on my culture. So I get to put a ton of tokens on next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put 7 tokens, which is huge. Alright, let's go to blue. Blue's not feeling so hot. I don't like his chances at this point. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I guess he'll use his civil service card to put out 2 tokens. Actually, this allows him to put 3 tokens out. Sure, let him do that. Do that. Everything's gonna slide over. Just gonna put 3 tokens out. So it's gonna go 1. At this point, 2, 3. Create mature cities here. Sure. Alright, that was his action. Actually, he should be going, instead of mature cities, he should be going for these things. But these require to be next to water, and they're next to water anyway. Alright, so that's fine. He's getting close to that. Alright, my turn is I'm going to do my... Oh, before I do that, barbarians are going to move. Let's see where they move. 6. You're going to move to the left. Here. Here. Oh no, this one's coming close. Actually, wait, I forgot to return these things. That's not my city, that's a city-state. Alright, so I'm going to do this action, which is going to be insane. So I get to put out tokens, so 2 tokens adjacent to my cities, but I get to put out an extra 5. Alright, so it's going to be 7 tokens, which is insane. Which is, I'm trying to get to the 15 over there, so I'll try to put them near water. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no more water that I can put it next to. 6, 7. And I actually forgot to activate my hanging gardens, which would be technically 8. There you go. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I need only 15, so I got 18. I'm good. I'm done. So 8 cities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 3 more cities for that. And my tech, I'm at 18 out of 24, so I'm really close to winning the game. And blue's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. He's at 15, so he got this too. Cool. Alright, so now it's going to be blue's turn. What did he want to do? He's going for cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can build another city. Sure, that's what he's going to do. He's going to activate the city production card. Actually, no, he's going to build a wonder with this instead. Because he has a blue wonder, he's actually going to buy the other blue wonder to get a token on there, because then he's going to have 2 blue wonders. So he's going to do that. So he's actually going to have 2 tokens out really fast. So this one costs 10, but he was at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. So he's able to get this one, and this one says you may replace a focus card other than a science focus card. Do not have to replace it with a card of the same type. So just an option you have, but more importantly, gives him a blue token. There you go. Because he's got 2 blue techs, 2 blue monuments. So he gets, this is 2 blue monuments, or get your tech all the way to the end. Alright, my turn. We're gonna change this. Trade goods. Alright, now we're gonna hand out a ton of trade goods to everyone. So I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 trade goods. Alright, and my opponent's gonna get 1, 2, 3 trade goods. So I think he's gonna put it on this, this, and this. And I have 4. So where do I want to put it? At this point, I'll just spread it out. Actually, I want to get to my science at the highest level as fast as possible, so I'll just do that. So already, this is 3 plus 4, 7. Do I reach the end with 7? I do. I think I'm going to do that next. So now it's going to be my turn. And let me do that. So I'm going to do this. So this is going to be 7 with the tokens. So before I even do that, I get a token of my choice from the supply. So let me get a diamond. Oh no, I can't take a diamond because I already have a diamond. Let me take an oil. Alright. And it says advance my tech dial, so 7 spots. So I reach the end. So So I go through two number 4s. I gotta put my token on this one as well. So it's a race to build our cities at this point. So I'm gonna upgrade 2 of my cards to level 4s and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just did the calculation. I think blue might actually win because he's gonna get to 8 before I do. So what he's gonna do is, well, we're just gonna go back and forth and I'll show you how the things are gonna shake out. So he's gonna go build a city. So it's on slot 1. So at this point you can place it where his caravan is, right over here. It's already on his number 1 slot. Then we're gonna go to my player and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So that's here. So I get to build it in a forest or below. So in a forest or below, I guess I'll build it right over. I guess I gotta take a chance. I gotta go right here. And then he's gonna go again. He's gonna build the city. And actually, this because that was there. Now he can't build a city because he wanted to build it here, but he needs to wait till it hits a 5. Oh boy, unless he goes through here. So you can't build a city. Alright, so never mind, my mathematics were wrong. It might last a few more rounds because he needs to get to at least a 4 so he can build here and then here. So he's gonna have to wait till round 3 action to build here. 2, 3, and then another to build here, and then it'll end. Okay, so what else does he want to do? I don't know. He's going to do signs. He's gonna do signs for 3 so he can update one of his cards. Essentially, he's just trying to move things over. Yeah, so he's gonna gain 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's gonna give him a level 4 card. I'll do that for him in 1 second. We'll go to do my turn first. Oh, I did forget to move the dial last turn. Doesn't really matter. Barbarians move. Sorry about that. At 1, so they move up. This one actually goes up here. Wasn't there a barbarian up here? Yeah, this one bounces off, he goes down, and then he goes over here. Oh man, that sucks. I gotta take care of him, or else he's gonna take out my city. So we're gonna return that. Yeah, that was terrible. Alright, so now it's my turn. Oof, do I waste time attacking him? And I don't think I have a choice. So I do have flight though. So let's look at flight, what flight does. So reinforce the number of tokens equal to the slot number. So it was on number 4. So let me do that first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just say. Then perform 3 attacks, 5 spaces of a friendly space. So I'm gonna auto kill this thing because their strength is so low compared to mine. Then within 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can actually attack him. Let's see how this works. Finally, we have some interaction. I can count through water and rival spaces and barbarians and city states. Alright, so here we go. So I'll show you how this works. Alright, so what's my attack strength? It's going to be 4. Alright. Plus 3. Alright. Plus, does Carthage give me anything? Let me double check Carthage. No, Carthage doesn't give me anything. So it's going to be 4 plus 3, so 7. So my base is 7. That's for this. My attack is 7. So now I get to roll 1 die. So my total is going to be 7 plus 2, 9. My attack is 9. Now the defense, what you're going to do is you're going to look at the strength of the token, which is 2 because that's a hill. Alright. There's no reinforcements around, so it's still 2. And that's about it. He gets to roll a die as well. 2 plus 3 is 5, so 7 is above 5, so I win. So I'm going to defeat it. Alright, by defeating a token, I get to replace it with one of my own. Boom. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll attack the next spot right next to it. So I'll roll again. 6. And I'm playing against him. Just 2, so I win again. So to return his token, and I'll put one of mine. There you go. I'm encroaching in his territory. There you go. Alright, done. So that was discard. It goes back to the beginning of my line. I could have used my tokens to add +1, but I was winning anyway, so he would have used his tokens, but he has the same amount, so he's told himself, why bother? Plus I won by a considerable amount anyway. Let me get his card, his level 4 card, and I'll be right back. Alright, so it's his turn. So now he's a little worried because he knows with the flight I can reach him with a large range. So I think what he's going to do is he's going to use his civil service card over here to add 5 tokens to the board. And maybe next turn he's going to actually reinforce. Reinforce. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that was 4. 1 second. Yeah, he gets to put 5. But the last one could be next to adjacent to a friendly space, so it could go even further if he wants. But I don't think he does, because ideally he would have loved to put it on this mountain here. I think he's just gonna place it over. Sure, over here. Maybe he'll fortify a bunch of this stuff now. Okay, there you go. Let's reset his card. Alright, now my turn. So we're getting close to the end of the game. Now we're at the respawn. Did any of them die? Did any barbarians die? Don't think so. These there, blah, blah, blah. They're done. Alright, my turn. This allows me to put 2 tokens. I do still have Hanging Gardens. Let me put out the Hanging Gardens one. So I'm going to put it up here. Alright, so this allows me to put 2 tokens, which I'm not interested in. This allows me to thing. This allows me that. I'm not interested in anything but building my city. So right now it's only hills. So I would be able to build it here. Which is what I'm going to do. Because then next turn I can build here and I'll win the game. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm pretty much going to win in 2 turns. So I'll just show you how that works. So this is going to get triggered. Alright. Actually, I have to wait 2 turns because this has to go back here so I can move through a hills. Anyway, I'm going to place it on the hills. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to place it right here because I'm not going through anything but grassland, so that's fine. Then it's going to be Blue's turn. What's Blue going to do? Blue's going to do his... Blue's gonna do his reinforcements. I don't think he has a choice at this point. So he's gonna reinforce for 5 plus, yeah, just 5. So he's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he's gonna create like a line so that I can't really attack him, but I'm gonna win anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Slide that over to his beginning. Back to my turn. We're gonna rotate this. Nothing happens. Then what am I going to do on my turn? It doesn't matter what I do. I just want this to go to the next spot so I can build a city next spot and win. So I don't really care. So I'm just going to do early, just build 2 tokens on the board. Doesn't really matter. I can build it anywhere I want, really. So 1, 2. Let's get this token. This is going to get reset. I'm just not even going to bother. He's gonna go, just make this as fast as possible. I think he's gonna build a city now, so he can build it. It was on the number 4, so it was a desert, so he can build it 4 away. I think he's gonna go build it in the hill up there. Yeah, he's gonna, although he wants to go through this forest, so if he goes here, he was 1 turn away. If only there was a way for him to go through this mountain. Alright, so he's going to build it here. He's going to reset this card. Then back my turn. Slide everything over. Barbarians are going to move. Doesn't affect me at all. But sure, let me show you how they move. It might affect him. So 5. They go down to the right. So this one's actually going to eat up this one. This one's going to attack this one and turn it. And that's about it. I think I did forget to respawn some of them. Doesn't really matter. Let's just get through the game. I'm gonna build, so I'm gonna use this action. I get to go through hills, so I'm gonna build right here. Boom. Actually, this is my capital. Put the wrong token at the start again. And then I'm gonna put it there, so I get to put my token on here. And I'm done. So he's gonna do a turn, then it comes back to me, I'm gonna win. He can't really do anything to stop me. So it doesn't really matter what he does. So there you go. It's gonna come back to me. I'm gonna win because I got my 3 tokens, and that's the game. So it's a bit solitaire at 2 players. I find the game's great at 4. But stay tuned for my thoughts. Alright, welcome to Thoughts of Civilization: A New Dawn. So I love this game. It's probably my favorite lightweight Civ game, along with the Golden Ages, which is a different game, and probably a game I'm gonna do a run through soon. I love these 2 games. They're great if you want to play a Civ game in under 2 hours for sure, and usually under an hour and a half. This is my go-to. It's fantastic. I mean, there's other better Civ games, but all those games take over 4 hours to play. The original Civilization, Twilight Imperium, so on and so on, Nations, Through the Ages. Those games are better, I'm not gonna lie, but they require a time investment that most of us don't have anymore. They're gonna take over 4 hours of your time. Alright, this thing, get it done in an hour and a half. How does it do that? Well, it strips out things that you don't really need, like military units and stuff like that. It just removes that stuff from the game. It makes it more of a Euro style game, so it's all abstract. So these tokens represent military and your sort of area control of that region or that hex, and so on and so on. So you're spreading your influence, and then you're fighting through the influence battles and stuff like that. So it's fantastic. But what makes this game shine really is the river system. So this system is amazing, super unique. The only time I've seen it was in like Batman or Conan, but that's a fighty game. In a Euro game, I've never seen this before, where you trigger an action, but then it gets slid to the number 1 and everything else slides to the right. So your most recent actions are less powerful, and an action that you haven't taken in a while becomes more and more powerful, right? So that you'd want to sort of trigger it because it's powerful now, as opposed to an action you just triggered is going to be on the worst spot, so you might not want to trigger it again and again. You're going to have to wait for it to get more powerful. I really love that system. There's ways to manipulate it with the tech. The tech's amazing. It's very unique. They do a ton of things with the cards here, with the trade goods. I love these added bonuses that you can get through the game. There's natural wonders, city states, you can get diplomacy cards, a bunch of powers. You can end up with like 5, 6, 7 different powers in the game through monuments, city states, diplomacy cards from other players. It's all really, really good. Also, another thing I love about the game is the end game condition. It's not victory points and it's not set in stone. You're just going to keep going until somebody hits a token on all the agenda cards, and when that happens, boom, the game's over. Alright, so you got to lock down, focus in on what your end goal is going to be, and try to get there before every other player. Alright, so that's it. All good stuff. Honestly, I can't think of any bad things. If you really want military units and stuff in a regular Civ game, you're not going to get it here. That's maybe a negative if that's what you're looking for. Besides that, it's fast, it's great to play, it's super fast. You're doing like micro actions, like you're doing an action and it comes around your turn really quickly. You're not I mean, in Twilight Imperium you can be waiting there 15 minutes for your turn to come around and you want to shoot yourself, right? So in this one, at most you're going to wait less than a minute by the time it hits your turn again, because everyone is like just flying around the table doing one action at a time, but they're like micro actions. They're not like actions that you're going to spend 5 minutes trying to perform. All right, the longest thing in the game is doing battles, and at that point it slows down a bit because you got to calculate everyone's strength, defense, and attack, especially your first couple of go-arounds. You're not going to be used to calculating the defensive strength, which is completely different depending on what you're trying to attack. But once you get used to it, it flies by, no problems at all. The only negative also is the damn barbarians. Sometimes you could get hosed if they're always coming after you. You have to spend some time taking care of them while other players have free reign to do what they want, because the barbarians are never coming after them. So that could be a problem. And I seen a game where somebody kept getting hosed by barbarians and he was about to flip the table, but he was really, really, really unlucky at that point. Yeah, so there's the game. I really love it. On 6, you know, I give it a 5. I'm waiting for this expansion. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for a long time for this thing. I think the new civs and the additions they're gonna add is gonna be fantastic. You know, I'll get a review for you guys, no problems. All right, there you go. Click on the link below for my other videos. We'll see you in the next one. Later.